Hey y'all, welcome to Pisces Regal Rebel, where the truth don't sugarcoat and healing comes with fire and flow. I'm not here to be perfect, I'm here to be real. With my raw spirit, divine insight, and my unapologetic Pisces power. This space is for the rebels, the fillers, the spiritually gifted, and the ones who've been through hell and came back glowing. Now I read the energy, I speak what spirit shows me, and I don't hold back. So if you're looking for something that's surface level, then this ain't that. But if you're ready to dive deep, break chains, reclaim your birthright, and walk boldly in your purpose, then you're exactly where you need to be. I also pour this fire into my books. There's stories of healing, spiritual war, betrayal, divine justice, and the comeback the enemy wasn't ready for. But you can find all of my books under the name Sacred Bell. They're all available now on Amazon.com. But before we get into this energy, let's cover this space in protection. So we're going to say a small prayer. And Most High, Mother and Father God, I ask that you shield this channel, this message, and every soul who tunes in. Block all monitoring spirits, distractions, and dark assignments. Make them fall down, God. Surround us with divine light, ancestral might, and heaven's fierce favor. And no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Only love, only truth, and elevation are welcome here. Amen, Ashe, and Namaste, and so it is. So let's get into the energy, Pisces. Let's see what's good, what's good, what's good. I already dealt the cards, and I just sat here and I meditated on it because I had to ask the Most High what was the energy for the Pisces as a collective. And this is Pisces placements. So, whether you hold this placement in your sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus, this is for you. So first I'm going to begin reading the cards that I have here horizontally. And then I'm going to follow up and read the rows vertically. That way I can give y'all an overarching, aligned, and layered message. So, if this message resonates with you in any type of way, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would truly appreciate that. But if it does not resonate with you, if it does not fit, then you must quit. Y'all know what time it is. But horizontally, we're going to read the rows horizontally. And in the first row, we have we have the cards Long Journey, Rest, Relax, and Retreat. We have Stalkers. We have the 1 to 2 time frame, Break Every Chain, Distant Past, A Big Surprise / Rude Awakening. So this row right here speaks to the path of the wounded warrior. This row right here reveals a long period of spiritual weariness, possibly due to ongoing psychic attacks, monitoring spirits, or obsessive energies from your past. So Spirit shows here that you've been on a long journey of endurance. My God, you have suffered long. And you're needing rest and retreat to recover your vitality. With the Stalker's card here, it reveals a surveillance or a energy obsession. So whether that be online, whether it's astral, or just through familiar spirits, you have been watched. Basically picking up like someone doing divination, getting readings on you, trying to figure out all your moves in attempts to block them. But no. Because I'm seeing here with the 1 to 2 time frame, and I'm feeling like this could be days or weeks, a breakthrough is going to occur for you, where the spiritual chains, ancestral, emotional, mental, they're all being shattered. So it's like a powerful, rude awakening that's coming. Not for you, but for those who doubted, watched, and underestimated your evolution. I'm seeing a big surprise that's coming for you. and you know which side of the energy you're on. So let's not force yourself to be divine when you know you've been being a fucking demon. And I just got to put that out there. I can't sugarcoat it to make it like every Pisces is about to receive this, because if we're going to be honest, Pisces to Pisces, some of y'all been on some real diabolical shit. You know, and you too must learn your lessons. So if this fits, then I am happy. There's nothing that I want more for you than to evolve, than to have this glow up that I see sitting before me. But if you have not, I am not about to speak no blessings into your life. You're going to have to learn your lessons, and you're going to have to come out on the other side. Because I don't get to choose. The Most High does. The universe does. No cap type shit. So, moving on to the second row of cards horizontally. This is basically the turning point of karma. So we have coven, blow up, caught up, divine timing, hidden money, secret money that you don't see coming or you don't know about. We have the Sagittarius, which also carries the energy of the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance. Then we have business success in reverse. So this row right here screams exposure and divine timing. Like there was definitely a group. This was a group energy right here. A coven, a clique, whichever, however you want to call it. It was a karmic collaboration. And this was like a group of people working in secret. The spirit is about to blow that shit up. Let's just call this the karmic blow up, because this blow up is indeed karmic. So we got people that are getting caught up in their own lies and illusions. From the binding spells to their manipulations, they're getting caught up in their own web of lies. They're getting caught up in their own bullshit. Because the wheel is turning. And in divine timing too. So even if business success felt stalled for you, I'm seeing there is some hidden money or inheritance involved here. And you are being divinely aligned to discover it, to receive it. So even if others try to sabotage your success, Spirit's justice don't miss. God don't miss. God see everything. Moving on to the third row that we have horizontally here, because it's basically a two-part reading. We have protect your energy, marriage, Capricorn, which also carries the energy of the devil and the world, which is completions. Then we have like that 6 to 12 time frame, financial freedom, 7 seals, which is a hard no and a fall from grace. And we also have the Scorpio Death Tower card. So this row reveals like a rise from the ashes after a deep betrayal or some sort of toxicity, because we have the Capricorn here, which equals the devil, which equals toxic attachments. So I'm seeing here that you are either entering or restoring like a sacral, marital, or divine partnership. And this could be past, present, or future. Put the energy where it goes. So I'm going to need you guys to choose wisely about restoring this, because sacred can be more than one thing. You know what I'm saying? This could be like a karmic partnership, or this could be a divine partnership. So it's up to you guys to choose. I'm just giving you the energy as I channel it, as Spirit gave me this read. So y'all put it where it go. But within this 6 to 12 time frame, I'm seeing like a new wave of financial freedom and spiritual clarity that's going to flow in for you, Pisces. With the 7 seals and the Scorpio card, this shows a final judgment, like a death to old cycles, a death to old things, a death to, old friendships, just a cycle and completion that's falling down. Because I'm seeing that your enemies, they're going to be sealed off from your energy. Like they're going to be sealed from accessing your energy permanently. Because with the 7 seals, this also speaks to a fall from grace. This speaks to departing from God. This speaks to the wage of this sin being death. And however that death occurs, like however it occurs, ain't got nothing to do with me. That's up to the Most High God and the ancestors. But I am definitely seeing divine protection and resurrection energy around you and being very much active right now. All right, so going into the next row, we have, this speaks to the false life versus divine separation. Because the cards we have here is thug life, lifestyle, trumpets, walkthrough. We have child, which could mean like a new beginning, and it could also signify your innocence. And we also have what fellowship does righteousness have with the wicked? This card speaks to being set apart. And then we also have spiritual warfare. So basically this row right here begins with warning. Because this is like a sign of a past karmic masculine energy, possibly a partner, someone who's for the streets, someone who's very shallow and, may have lived a flashy lifestyle. With the trumpets card being right here, that's basically heaven, the angel saying enough is enough. So this card right here signals a divine call to wake up and walk through into your purpose. And I feel like the trumpets were blown for this person, and they basically kind of shone the call. And for some of you, they could walk into their purpose. Who knows? But from what I'm picking up, this person is bad news. But here I'm seeing the trumpets being called for you, because this could also, when you hear the trumpets, this speaks to celebration. I'm hearing spirit setting the stage. So there's like a return to a childlike innocence and a divine purity for you, Pisces. And in order for that to happen, because many of you have already returned to that energy, some of you are going through that cycle right now, but there's going to have to be a cutting off from all unrighteousness. You know what I'm saying? And you define what unrighteousness is to you. But no contact with wickedness means like separation being protection. So you were separated from all of that and you were set apart. This was divine protection, especially amid active spiritual warfare. Because you were targeted because of your light. You were targeted because of your innocence. You were targeted because of your destiny. Someone else wanted it. And they decided that they would wage a war and fight you for what was already yours. But now that battle is shifting in your favor, as opposed to at a time it may have felt like everything was downhill for you. That's because the attacks were coming in vehemently. You were attacked hard. This is someone who was indulging in abominable acts daily, not letting up. And I'm also hearing double-edged sword. So there was lessons to learn on both sides of this sword, because I'm feeling like there was a deliberate defiance of a message that you may have received from the Most High and your benevolent ancestors, and you used your free will to make a choice that you had already been warned against making. So God may have allowed you to go through some things. And it wasn't a punishment. It was just basically, warning comes before destruction. It's basically like, this is what we tried to save you from. But it's not, we're not going to let anybody take you out of here because you are important. But we have to do this in order for the veil to be lifted from over your eyes. So that's kind of what I'm picking up from here. So moving on, we have like this next row kind of speaks to like your healing and your solar return. So we have the energy vampire, we have the Leo sun strength, then we have the Pisces high priestess hangman, and we have the 420 card, we have peace, we have Gemini lovers magician, and the land of milk and honey. So basically this energy right here in this row tells me that you were drained by energy vampires, but you reclaimed your inner fire with the Leo card and your intuition as well with the Pisces, as to where there were psychic attacks, where someone was trying to cut you off from seeing what was going on. Also, this could be someone dealing with a Leo, or you could have Leo highly attributed in your birth chart somewhere. So, you can put it where it go. This could be two different people as well. Pisces, this could be you. It could be a Leo, or it could be another Pisces or a Leo outside of yourself. So you just put it where it go. But however this falls right here, this situation, you see everything clearly right now. The 420 card speaks to healing herbs, elevation, and sacred timing. Because when you think of 420, it's basically like being high, right? So this is moving up higher rank. You're high honor at this point because you did the work. And so I am seeing like a period of peace and harmony that's being restored to you. And for some of you, this could possibly come through a new love or a twin flame with the Gemini lovers card right here. And I'm picking up two. So it could be two people. You may have to choose. So I'm going to need you guys to use your discernment. You know what I'm saying? With this one right here. But anyway, what's coming to you like overall right here in this particular energy that I'm getting from this row is abundance. With that land of milk and honey, your promised land moment. Like this is your solar return of divine sweetness after a long spiritual warfare, after long suffering. So moving on to the next row, this speaks to judgment and vindication. So the cards that we have here is ruffle feathers. We have 3 to 4 time frame. We have upgrade you. We have hidden truths. We have Proverbs 14:1, lottery and vengeance. So this row reveals envy that was stirred up in others by your glow up. So within this 3 to 4 time frame, your life is going to upgrade in a major way. I'm seeing secrets coming out, but I'm also seeing you being put on a pedestal by spirit. So even when others try to tear you down with the Proverbs 14:1, this reveals the wise woman, who is you, or a man. Tarot is fluent, so put it where it needs to go. But this speaks to the wise one that's building a solid foundation while the foolish ones are destroying their own. I'm also picking up that someone felt like that they can build themselves up by tearing you down. Then we have the lottery and vengeance. So the lottery and vengeance cards, like these confirm the unexpected blessings that are about to fall into your lap. So while you're receiving these unexpected blessings out of nowhere, divine vengeance is going to handle what's behind the scene. Because with vengeance here, we have Ezekiel 27:17. See, I think that, yeah. That verse right there basically says, it's Ezekiel 25:17. That verse right there says, and I will pour my vengeance out upon them, and they will know that I am God. That one right there, yeah. That's hard, God. I see you. I see you. But God is about to handle that for you. And you don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to return nothing to sinner. God is going to return that. Put a death to that shit. God said, vengeance is mine. I will repay. So just hold tight. God got you. So we're going to read them vertically now. And vertically, the reading is, so vertically, we have long journey, coven, protect your energy, and thug life. So this speaks to warfare and protection. You've been fighting a long spiritually rooted battle. And again, this involves covens, this involves evil eyes and a karmic collaboration. And some for the streets as lovers. But your ability to protect your energy and stay prayed up is the reason why you still stand in Pisces. The reason why you still covered and the reason why you still watched over. So let's not let up. Keep praying, keep protecting your energy. So if you know these lovers, these friends, and it could even be relatives, they for the streets, let the streets have them. What it is, let the dead bury the dead. No, because you're alive and kicking. And you're being resurrected. So I'm going to need you to let that go. I ain't telling you what to do. The choice is yours. But if you want to heal, you want to grow, and you want these blessings to fall in your lap, then you're going to align. And that's just what it is. But moving on to row 2, vertically, we have retreat, rest and relax. And then we have blow up, marriage and lifestyle. This speaks to psychic attacks and glow ups. So you are isolated so God can refine you and level you up. So what was meant to destroy you became the reason for your anointing. And this is like a divine marriage. And for some of you, it could be literal. Others is spiritual. This is your commitment, your devotion to the Most High God and your benevolent ancestors, your spirit family. But this is a part of your new chapter. I'm also picking up from here that God put you in retreat. And this retreat, this wasn't really isolation, just like a punishment for you. This was more of a sacred consecration for you, for God to level you up, for God to pull the wool from over your eyes so that you could receive all of this, what God got for you. I'm also picking up that there could be a married couple for some of you who felt like they were at the top of their lifestyle. And they felt like they could attack you, maybe because of the things they have. And I'm seeing that this shit is blowing back up because God saw everything. So the ball is in your court. You are the favorite one. And in this season, God is not playing about you. So moving on to the next row vertically, we have the snare and the setup energy. Because what I'm seeing here is like stalkers. We have caught up. We have the Capricorn, devil, world, and we have the trumpets. So you were being watched and targeted. But those that was doing the watching got caught up in their own fucking traps. But this Capricorn energy speaks to obsession. So you got somebody who's absolutely obsessed with you. And this is a devil energy. This speaks to karmic contracts and ties. But the trumpets show that you've been called to rise above it. Because I'm still hearing it. I be feeling like the man when I walk through. I ain't even what I'm saying what I want to. That song right there, when I hear that song, that's basically Rich Homie Quan was speaking to all of the shit that he had to overcome, and he ended up basking in success. And so now he feeling like the man. And that's exactly how you're about to feel, because you chose to rise above all that shit and you kept your hands clean. So I'm going to clap it up for you. But moving on to the next row, this speaks to divine timing and prophetic revelations. So within this 1 to 2 week time frame, I'm seeing a massive shift, because we have 1 to 2 time frame, the divine timing. Then we have that 6 to 12 time frame when we have walkthrough. We have like this massive shift is definitely occurring. So whether it's in the next 1 to 2 weeks or the next 1 to 12 weeks, you're about to be walked through a divine portal, a prophetic portal. So don't rush the timing, because you are stepping into a spiritual gate. And, you don't want to just be rushing shit and jumping into spiritual gates. You might end up jumping up in there and something attaching to you, and you don't want nothing to do with that. So just let the Most High God and your benevolent ancestors order your steps and direct your path, and you'll be fine. Moving on, we have break every chain. Secret or hidden money that you don't know about and you don't see coming. Then we have financial freedom with the child card, which means a new beginning. It could even signify your innocence. But this row right here speaks financial justice to me. It basically looks like you're being released from financial bondage that was forced on you by way of root work and, abominable things. Also, there may be a child involved, or this could just be like an inner child healing element that comes with this money, possibly inheritance, reparations, for whatever it is, this divine restitution. This is God rewarding you for your troubles. It's basically like you've broke chains off your lineage. You doing the work, you working on yourself, you going into this divine consecration not only set you free, but it broke chains off your lineage and off your ancestry. And you are being rewarded for that. But moving on, we have this next row. We have distant past, Sagittarius, the 7 seals, which is a hard no. And what fellowship does righteousness have with wickedness? So this is basically a no contact, no communication card, you being set apart. And this speaks to karmic exposure and doors closing. So a karmic cycle that could have been going on for 2 to 5 years, and it could be longer for some of y'all, but it's finally being closed and sealed. Because the wheel of fortune is spinning. And those who played with their energy, they are now receiving the consequences of their actions. Warning comes before destruction. You were warned before time. Don't play with this shit. But you used your free will. And you did what you wanted to do. And that's just like I said, this is like a double-edged sword right here, because there was lessons to learn on both ends, on both tips of the sword, Pisces. So you know which side of it you want. But you are now set apart. And I just do not see or feel that there is any way that these type of energies can swindle their way back in. Because I feel like you've learned the lesson. And like I said, you're seeing everything clearly now. But moving on, I see we have big surprise and a rude awakening. We have business success that's in the reverse. And this is still vertical, guys. And we have the Scorpio Death Tower with spiritual warfare. This particular row right here speaks to divine reversals and blessings. So a shocking reversal is occurring right now on both sides of this sword. Something that looked like failure could be your business that's being resurrected. It could be a relationship for some of you that's being resurrected. And then we have the Scorpio Death Tower and the spiritual warfare. Spirit says this is not just about business. This is very much spiritual. And this was very much personal for God. They offended God because you were on your path to begin with. The only flaw you had was not recognizing that your grass is full of snakes. Because like I said, I'm sensing a little bit of naivety here, like someone being naive. you're seeing the red flags basically, but I'm hearing the benefit of the doubt. No, fuck that. When you have those red flags and somebody shows you who they are, then you believe them the first time. You don't give somebody 3, 4, 5 chances to drag you, like to put you on your ass. Because you basically are inviting that energy in. So, keep that out. But I am seeing that, because this was so personal to the Most High God, you're about to rise again. God is about to lift you up. And I'm hearing like you have evolved to the point where your enemies can't be your footstool. You don't want their ass nowhere near you, Pisces. And look, I'm here with you. I don't believe in keeping my enemies close. No, fuck that. Stay away from me. And that's just what it is. But the overall message that I have here for you, my Pisces placements, my regal rebels, you were stalked, you were mocked, you were copied, you were drained, you was fucking sabotaged. But I need you to know that God used every moment of all that to build your strength and to deepen your gifts and to train your soul for a divine inheritance. Because had you not been put into this divine consecration, this isolation, where you had to meet God in the wilderness, because I've been through it myself, so I concur. Nigga, I resonate. And I'm going to be real with you. But God had to lift the veil from over your eyes. God had to break those rose-colored glasses, those rose-colored frames that you were seeing out of. And that's okay. Because I need you to know, yes, you are favored. Yes, you are covered. Yes, you are kept. But that does not mean that you will not go through anything. It does not mean that you will not face trials and tribulation. It does not mean that you will not have to walk through the valley of the shadow of death. But when God is with you and the ancestors are with you, you will fear no evil, for thou art with you. The rod and the staff, they covered you. And you good. You had many that tried to bind you. Through fake contracts, astral warfare, you had people invading your dreams, karmic seductions come in, make you feel like it's love, but it really was a karmic contract when they came to siphon your energy. And even demonic alliances. People plotted. They came together to do this together. I guess they felt like it was power in numbers, but I guess they didn't know that you had trillions of ancestors and divine beings stand behind you that was going to hit their ass like a ton of bricks. Smash their ass like a ton of iron. They wasn't ready for that. So all their plots imploded. And this is your time. You are being vindicated, Pisces. You are being upgraded. Because you have been set apart. And it's okay. So I just need you to understand that this is your moment of breakthroughs and bold surprise blessings that the Most High God is giving to you. This is your moment of returning to innocence and spiritual purity. This is your moment of divine partnerships and your marriages being protected. This is your moment of hidden wealth and ancestral freedom. This is your moment of justice and judgment. And this shit is sealed with grace. Do you hear me? So I'm telling you that your tears have watered the ground where milk and honey now flow directly to you. It ain't nothing nobody can do to stop it. This is for you. When God is spirit got you, who can stop you? You didn't have to lift a finger. Exodus 14:14, God says, and I will fight your battles. You just need to stand still. And you kept your hands clean. You didn't have to send not one return to sender. God sent all that shit back. And is returning to you what was stolen from you. You're being vindicated. On top of upgraded. So all of the lies, the rumors that were spread about you, God is, listen, you were thrown in a lion's den and came out like Daniel untouched. God closed the mouths of the beasts. For those who felt like they would antagonize you, put you at a disadvantage, and felt like they would devour you, God has different plans for your life. And this is your moment. And you're going to see it, because I channeled this message and I know this to be true. And you didn't have to do a thing but keep your hands clean. The same chains that they bound you with, you broke every single one of them motherfuckers. Every single fucking chain. Do you understand me? And you deserve what's coming to you. Anywho, I want to thank y'all for coming over here, because we came in caterpillars, privileged, but we made it to the cocoon, and we're coming out butterflies, regal, crowned, flying high, way above ground level. So if this message resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. If it does not, then maybe the next one will catch your energy. However, I want y'all to stay prayed up. Let the Most High direct your path. And I need to let you know that for whatever you are going through, you can survive this shit. This business right here, this ain't for the weak. And when you're chosen, God is definitely going to pick you, because what you survived, what you shook back through, would have really devoured those who sent this energy towards you. And they ain't going to be able to take it. They're going to be angry at you, because they tried to box with God and their arms weren't fucking long enough. Anywho, thank y'all for coming over here. Pisces, regal rebels. Because we crown now, we regals. But I want to tell y'all, I'm going to leave y'all with this. You are made in the image of the Most High God. And y'all know that I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. And anything that resonates, I'm going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? I believe all is. I believe God is everything, everywhere, everybody. Anywhere you seek God, you will find God. And so don't let nobody judge your God experience. Just because it ain't for them don't mean it ain't for you. So you follow your own path. And you are made in the image of God. You are not a servant. You are a co-creator. So on my last note, I'm going to tell you, Pisces, you are God in motion. Choose wisely. Until next time, y'all. Bye. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Pisces, Regal Rebel, where the truth don't sugarcoat and healing comes with fire.